Hello everyone and welcome to GamerPod episode 6. I'm joined here once again with Aaron and Matt, and for those of you who have been listening to previous podcasts before, below the video is a whole entire list of the contents of today's podcast.
Whoa, shit, is there?
Yes.
I didn't know that. There was?
There is. So just as a big surprise to both Aaron and Matt, and as probably supposed to most of you who don't bother checking the description box below.
No one does on YouTube, it's YouTube.
I do.
What, check the description box?
Yeah.
Look at you. Good Mr. Goody Two-Shoes checking out the description before he complains about it in the comment description.
Well, no, I usually check it out after the video.
What, the description box?
Yeah, because usually, sometimes they leave links to,
Why?
websites or whatnot. And you
I
want to check them
suppose,
out.
for what? For what type of content would you be looking at the description box?
Could be you know, Vsauce? Could be links to
Oh, yeah.
interesting articles or whatnot. Or
I
could be
think
games.
That's what I like about Vsauce. It sort of summarizes the whole thing.
Yeah.
So you don't actually have to worry about going to their website and reading through the entire article yourself.
Well, sometimes,
Although in the interest of science, I tend to do that.
sometimes you might want to know a bit more. Get interested in this stuff.
I am a scientist.
Science!
88 miles per hour!
We're gonna take this up to 88 miles an hour! What, like in Back to the Future? What? No, that's just how fast the car goes. It's not very fast.
Before it red lines. Alright, so let's start off with some more Saints Row 4 news. Guess what, guys?
What, Stephen? Do
President Bob is on the reign?
No. With Saints Row 4, it has basically, for some unknown reason, has been delayed once again for Australians. So it used to be about August, and then suddenly it just became 12th September, and then suddenly it became just September.
Okay.
And I think now the final official release date is 12th of September for Australians.
12th of September. Brilliant.
So basically we get 1 month, but no, wait, a couple of weeks later than the rest of the world, I guess. Or,
Well, the issue I had with the whole Saints Row thing is that the mission that they cut out was a loyalty mission for one of the gang members, and it's just like, well, if we can't do that mission, how do we get the achievements?
Yeah, that's the thing. I just hope that's not the case. Like, you can still there's no achievement for having had done that mission, if you know what I mean.
Holy fucking shit. So I'm looking up President Bob just because I hadn't seen it yet.
It's just Helga all over again.
It's Helga all over again,
Well,
indeed.
kind of, but them lips, I mean, come on.
Fabulous.
Oh, it's fabulous.
Jesus God.
But
I love Saints Row for that.
But
That's
yeah,
my favourite thing.
I think what Deep Silver did as kind of like compensation was that they offered a free DLC of, I think it was some presidential pack or something that
What
you
are
could
you
get.
kidding? That's gonna get banned.
Maybe.
Oh, God.
Nah.
Got a president in it.
Nah.
Anyway.
Yeah, they were offering that for those who have pre-ordered for the next 2-3 days or something. I don't remember exactly, but there was that as kind of compensation. There was also this whole issue with Saints Row 4 where Steam was... There's a rumor going around that it would have geo IP locking. So if you try to get a friend to gift you the game from overseas, so someone from, say, the US where the game isn't censored, to gift you their version of the game, so that when you activate it on your account, you'd get the US version, so you wouldn't have it censored. There's apparently the rumors saying that if you did that, what you'd get is once you activated it, the game would still convert into the Australian censored version.
Oh, no. No, bro.
In the past, that would have worked. Like, you would have been able to circumvent that sort of censoring. But yeah, there's this rumor going around saying that it's not going to happen. You probably have to use a VPN, but don't use a VPN. That can get your account banned and whatnot because it's against Steam.
Ever
terms
so
of
slightly
service.
illegal.
It is.
Slightly.
It is against the Steam terms of service or user account agreement or whatever it was.
Everybody does it.
No one ever reads
I
the
know.
terms and
No one
agreements.
ever reads them.
Wait, except for one guy.
There might be the odd 1% people.
I was
who
looking
read
at you, Stephen.
Well, I read them.
Yeah, don't you?
iTunes has another 83 pages of terms and agreements. Yes, please.
Oh shit, that's my afternoon sorted. But seriously, don't you?
No.
I thought you did.
No.
Oh, okay. Swear you did.
No, I don't. I'm
okay.
a normal person, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't think I have ever read a single terms and conditions before.
Yeah?
So I don't know what I'm agreeing to, ever.
I don't think a lot of people do. They're just like, yeah, next, agree, next.
Well, yeah, you just make the assumption it's always the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's just you don't distribute this stuff to the Japanese people and everything, and you can't copy it and sell it as your own and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
You read it. You read one. You don't even have to read
Well,
one.
you
just
don't really have to. You just skim read one. You kind of
Maybe.
just scroll. Something about not reverse engineering it. And
Selling
scroll.
babies. Yeah.
Privacy agreements. Scroll. User license agreements. Scroll.
The Illuminati
Scroll,
wants
scroll.
your face.
Yeah. And just to kind of just wrap up the Saints Row topic, they have also released I think it's like a day one DLC where basically it just unlocks cheats for the Saints Row game already. And I
Oh,
think
you got to get that. No, you got to get that.
You're gonna get cheats.
it just makes me wonder, like, isn't that a bit too early to do that?
No.
Why would you get the DLC that basically just ruins
They-
the game, kind of?
Wait, but is it forced that you have to use it? They're not forced
it's
cheats.
DLC.
They're optional.
Optional.
Yeah.
You don't have to get it. But I
We'll
mean,
get them.
why would you get that? Like,
Not
when you
to
haven't
use
even played the
immediately,
game.
but
Because
afterwards.
I find that the regular Saints Row game is boring as it is, so I want cheats. Said nobody ever.
But I mean, they just take it up to the next notch, don't they? The cheats, you got to get them.
Yeah,
But
but
it's-
like
it's
not
just
to
an
use at the
in-joke.
beginning. Why
Like-
would they release on day one?
Because they can. Because it's Saints Row. Do you think anything in Saints Row has ever made sense?
No, no.
Because it's like an in-joke of like cheat codes.
I lost my
Like they
sanity.
always
today.
put cheat codes in because it's just funny. And
Yeah.
like there's pictures of like helicopters just sitting in the middle of a street just going, shit, wrong cheat code.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Oh yeah, there is one more thing I forgot. So yeah, this is hopefully the last one about Saints Row. There has been this trailer on YouTube. It was like called Saints Row 4 Accolades trailer, something US version, and in that trailer, around 57 seconds in, there is this part where it basically makes fun of our Australian government policy about all the about like basically it just had the text saying the game that Australia didn't want the rest of the world to play or something along those lines. They used that as a way to market their game. So I just felt really sad when I saw that.
No, I love it. I love it.
Australia.
I mean, it makes our government look like complete shit.
No, it's good. I enjoy that. Someone needs to tell it to them.
I
Anyway,
don't think they really care. Like, they were not going to exactly look at that sort of stuff anyway.
no, probably not.
No, but it'll be sent into their email boxes about 1,000 times a day by angry gamers, such as myself.
From multiple email accounts.
No, it's from the same one.
Just the same one. They're probably just going to block you.
I think
I have friends. I know it's rare, but I have friends, and we will fight this together.
Alright then.
is Professor Genki in Saints Row 4?
Professor Genki, yes.
Genki.
Genki,
Yes.
sorry. Good.
God, you're Japanese.
Oh yeah, well I don't. It's not existent. What Japanese? There's Japanese. But no, he made my most favorite ad for Saints Row.
From Saints Row
Okay.
3, wasn't it? It was like the hyper-realistic or something.
That was awesome. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, moving on to something else. Humble Bundle, yay! For those of you who don't already know and haven't actually already bought the Humble Bundle for that's what came out about like last week. Basically, it's the EA Origin Humble Bundle, which, I mean, a lot of people are kind of skeptical about, because it's like EA, and EA doesn't exactly have the best of reputations.
Yep.
So people are like kind of going, it's EA, but so good. All the games, it's like cheap games.
I know.
Because you can buy games for like however much you want, at least $1 though, and you get.
You know how cheap? You know how cheap it was? My mate bought it for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, no, I don't really want it. And he's just like, too late. I've already bought it for you. What? Fucking what? Go on. And he just sends me a link. It's like, okay, here's your Humble Bundle. Why did you buy this for me?
But all the proceeds do go to charity, so... And EA isn't actually taking any of the proceeds, so they're not actually owning anything by doing this.
It's because they earn enough money from fucking FIFA and Madden and whatever the fuck else that they release every year.
Battlefield.
NHL.
Does it sort of give an
Gridiron.
indication of their own impression of
A
their
lot
game?
of people are a bit skeptical about why they did this. A lot of people are thinking it's probably just a PR stunt, just to kind of get people to, you know, like EA more, and also to get people to install Origin on their computers.
Right.
Which again, also Origin doesn't have much of a good reputation.
It's okay because I have no other pirated EA games because I don't normally play EA games. So it's fine. It's all fine.
So far from my experience with Origin, it seems alright. It's not too bad, I guess.
It's not as bad as everybody makes it out to be.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be
It's
as
not-
bad as people make it out to be.
I've only got one game on my Origin, so it's okay.
What is it?
SimCity.
Oh,
Fucking love SimCity, man.
SimCity. I have Dead Space 3, Battlefield 3, and Sims 3.
And who gave you that Dead Space 3?
Oh, that was you, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. It's not like you needed it. Well, were you
No.
going to play it?
I've already played Dead Space 3.
Yeah, see,
Love
yeah,
I've played
appreciate-
through Dead Space, like the entire Dead Space
I'm
series.
actually
So.
thinking of doing Let's Play for the Dead Space series. I reckon I might regret it at some point.
Do plasma cutter only.
Is in which game? All of them?
Yes, all of them.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck, sir.
Yes.
Brutes fuck you up.
Okay. Well, maybe one of you guys want to join me while I
Well-
play.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I've got things on, and
Yeah, I'll do it. I've never seen what's the name? Dead Space. Always
Oh.
wanted to play it, but never done it.
It's going to be interesting though, because you won't
It's-
actually
it's-
hear the audio. I think the audio really
True.
does create
The-
the
the-
atmosphere.
the key thing about Dead Space is that it's marketed as a horror series, but I find it more startling than scary.
Startling.
It's like
Is it
it-
jump
it-
scares? Because jump scares is
it's-
good enough for me to
jump scares.
shit myself.
no jump scares. First time is it's like, oh shit, didn't see that coming. But then when you see the same vent over and over and over again, you kind of
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
all right, point my gun. Oh, there he is. Shoot, dead.
Hopefully for me that's the case, but I don't know. Usually when I know something's supposedly a horror, or if it is a horror at all, I usually am on edge pretty much the entire time, anticipating that jump scare, and always getting caught off by it anyway.
That's it's fun to mess with people when they're doing something like that. Like you're in a horror movie, and you got your friends next to you. Just sort of wait for the suspense to build, and then you just sort of turn to them very abruptly and just, "Can I pass the popcorn?" Love doing that.
Oh yeah.
No, like some of my mates like hate scary films. I love them because I've never taken a single one seriously.
Oh yeah.
Because I was just like, oh, why would they do that? See, like if they had the camera up like there, it would make it a lot more scary. And like I'm just like this one faggot that like no one ever wants to have me around for scary movie marathons because I'm just like a massive asshole.
What are you
Like-
like, critiquing the director's choice
No,
of camera?
no, it's just like Jason Voorhees rips through the door, everyone scares, and I just go, "Hello, haven't seen you in a while."
Oh god. So basically you sometimes do a bit of voiceovers, a bit of your own commentary, and just criticize a film.
Pretty much.
Okay, yeah. So just kind of getting back on topic with the Humble Bundle,
Oh,
Mhm.
there was this like one Australian guy who bought the Humble Bundle and then decided to, you know what, I'm gonna sell this on eBay. Or was it Gumtree? I can't remember. It was one of those two. To sell it for a profit, and I think that's a pretty, I don't know, asshole move. Because I mean,
that's what I call genius. Genius.
Is it?
well, I
It's
mean,
Considering it's
easy
meant to be
profit.
proceeds to charity.
yeah, it's meant to go to charity, but the fact is that this guy has the intent of making money off this thing that's originally for charity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I agree with you. Asshole move.
Yeah, it's a pretty
Right.
awesome move. And then you also have
Move.
like, there's like all these some sites like game CD selling sites, like sites that sell game CDs, and only the keys for them.
Mm.
Yeah. They're in like the top 10 contributors, so they like spent like $2,000+ for these Humble Bundles, but like it's not like not necessarily one payment. So
Right.
these totals are actually your entire accumulative amount of money you've spent on the Humble Bundle in total to date. So people have been saying like, these CD key sites, they could have bought 2,000 copies of these keys and probably are selling it on their own site for a profit.
Yeah.
So there's that.
But I mean, what? You must know that to go to the original source would be the better option rather than going to the people that sell the keys on their own sites. How would they be making a profit? Who would be going to those sites?
I don't know. There are some people.
Okay.
As long as you have some people there, there's always some sort of customer base.
Right. Just seems like I thought they would go into a massive deficit doing something like that, but
Well,
okay.
hey, it's a Humble Bundle. You can buy the thing for like $1, and then you can make a profit by selling the individual keys off.
I guess
So
maybe.
yeah. Okay.
All
so
that money.
let's see. Moving on to. Have either of you heard about Ubisoft The Division? Like the Ubisoft's The Division, Tom Clancy's The Division. It's like
I've heard of
MMO.
it.
Originally
Oh.
it was released for consoles. The next gen
Maybe.
ones.
Maybe. I think I watched Achievement Hunter do that.
I don't know if they actually did a video on that. Don't recall. It hasn't exactly been out yet, is it? It's not out yet, is it?
I don't know. I thought maybe it was something else that they did.
Okay, but it's an MMO. Originally
Ye-
was designed for the next gen console, so Xbox One and the PS4,
Yeah.
and they mentioned absolutely nothing for PC. So recently, there's this news report saying that Ubisoft finally decided to listen to the PC complaints or whatever, like the fans or whatnot, demanding a PC release, and then Ubisoft finally kind of caving in to that sort of demand. So now there's going to be a PC release. But then you have those people saying, well, maybe they actually had the PC release actually in production, but they just didn't announce it, so that when there was this kind of demand for the PC, they can go, but wait, look, we actually are going to do it. We listen to you. We listen to our customers. So it could be like one of those
That's genius.
PR stunts.
No, it's genius. What they're doing is they're appealing to the arrogance of the PC gamer, making them seem like they're better than the game company. But like, haha, they listen to us finally, and they just be like, look at all these faggots. And I am a PC gamer, so don't get mad when I say that. Don't worry, I'm one of you guys.
Yep.
Can you register?
I would consider myself a PC gamer as well. I used to be only console because at that time I didn't realize how much better PC was.
I was a mix, but then I've got a new PC, and I can basically play console games on that. Oh my god.
Yep.
Once I get Dolphin running on this thing, oh my god.
So
The hacks I'm gonna pull.
gonna be playing like Legend of Zelda and all that, trying to speed
Yeah.
run.
Well, I need like a USB GameCube controller
Oh,
But
okay.
like, even if I do speedrun on that, it's not considered legal, or well, like not legal, but it can't be counted as a speedrun.
It has to be done on the legit console.
Yeah, because the loading times are way too damn fast on an emulator.
Fair enough.
Really, that's the thing.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's the thing.
Damn,
Is that
that
just
sucks.
basically saying that PC is faster than the console?
Yeah.
Well, admittedly,
loading.
like the games that I like to run are from 2002,
Hmm.
so I'm not going to criticize its loading times because that's just not fair.
Fair enough. Okay. Let's see. Well, I don't know how many of you actually know, but I now actually own a copy of Splinter Blacklist, so I will be doing a Let's Play of that soon once we finish Conviction, which I think we're actually 2 or 3 levels away from. So I don't know how many episodes that's like. Hopefully,
5.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
thinking 5.
5,
Just-
maybe about
just knowing
10
how I
hours.
am.
10 hours.
Yeah.
Uh,
But knowing this, like how poorly I've performed throughout the entire Conviction.
It's good. It's good to at least admit that you're like poorly,
Hmm.
acting poorly in the game.
Well,
Not
yeah.
like, oh, the game's just hard because I'm playing it on the hardest difficulty.
Hmm.
Should have just picked easy. Should have just wrecked them all.
Yeah, I don't know, like, because also I just want to say, like, if you do Let's Plays, you don't want to be in a stealth game anyway. You're supposed to kind of sit in the corner and then analyze guard patterns and really not do anything for like at least a minute or two. And in a Let's Play, I don't think anyone really likes to just sit, like, watch someone sit in the corner, do nothing for 1 to 2 minutes.
I just checked. We got 2 levels left.
Yeah.
Also, on that comment, you either do that or you repeat that one spot 20 trillion times.
Yeah, it's either that or
Exactly
rush through
20
that area
trillion.
20 trillion.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
So I don't know. It's a balance, but with Blacklist, I am thinking of what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the style of how we do the Let's Plays. It might actually just turn into a walkthrough. In the
Right.
sense that what I'm thinking of doing is instead I'm going to play through the level first and then record afterwards, kind of like the first time I play through by myself, get a
Yeah.
feel of the level, and then when I do record, I'll give you guys kind of like the best optimal way to get through that level.
No, that's
Right.
interesting, but I do see a flaw. Because imagine if I was trying to do a walkthrough of, let's say, Wind Waker, and it's me playing.
Yes.
So, okay, so what you're meant to do is go into the boat, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to perform this glitch, and oh, look, I'm already there.
it won't quite
So
be
wait,
the same.
what's your
So
point?
what we're going to do is we're going to fight Helmarock King, but we're not actually going to do that. I'm going to fly around him, then I'm going to kill myself, zombie hover over the gate, heal myself, and then we'll be on our way. Fuck that guy.
So what's your point in that?
My point is that, well, it's just like, it's going to become that just, like, talking about the game and not just random stuff like we usually do. It's more
Yeah,
fun if we just talk shit.
I'm thinking of trying to make it a hybrid between a walkthrough and a Let's Play. I don't think that's actually been done before.
A hybrid.
Hybrid.
Uh,
Might be interesting.
I suppose. Because, like,
It could
most
still
people
work.
most people just do, like, walkthroughs and stuff.
Full-on walkthroughs.
Full-on
S-
walkthroughs.
step
And
by
then you
step.
got Game Grumps, which is just Game Grumps.
That's just doing absolutely nothing. Like, not even really walkthroughs. Just
Hey, they have completed some games, especially now that Dan is here. John's here, never finished a game. Dan was in for a week, finished 3 games. Shit.
were they like big games though?
Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, I'd consider that a pretty big game.
I've never heard of that game or played it.
You've never... Dude, Google that shit, like, right now. Google that. How have
We're
you
gonna take a
not heard
short
of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out? That game's fucking legendary.
Because I have been living in a shell.
That was on the old gen
Clearly, you're in
consoles,
the
though.
wrong shell.
That was on
What's-
the old gen consoles, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Me and Steven didn't get in. What was your first console, Steven?
PS2.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow. Dude,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I have never been allowed to play games.
Yeah, my one was I don't know what came for. I think GameCube, but before that was probably the Game Boy Advance.
Oh yeah, actually.
Or I don't remember the
I
order.
Well, I guess technically Game Boy Advance for me. If
Yeah,
want to-
something like that.
Yeah.
I've been
Wait.
gaming since I was 2, so
I thought it was free.
2 or 3. I can't fucking. Dude, I was young. I can't remember shit. But basically, my first one was like an N64 the first year it came out. So
Nice.
I've been gaming for a while.
Yeah. Okay. So getting back on the Blacklist topic, I am thinking of, well, having learnt from Conviction, I'm going to be playing Blacklist on Perfectionist difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty of.
Excuse me. Hang on. Wait. You're gonna hear something here. GG. I'm out.
Why?
Well, that's why I was saying
Steven,
I'm going to do play through the game first, just not recording,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to go back and do it again. But
That still won't stop you from fucking up a million times.
How many times have you got through the missions we've done so far through sheer luck?
through sheer luck. I'd say
Like,
there's
I
about
mean,
3
I was
points that we probably...
Roughly 99.9%.
I watched your episode 7, and you did all those attempts at when you talked to that lady at the reception desk.
Yes.
Yeah, that. And then the one time you actually do go through, I think you somehow managed to bounce a grenade off something and distract the guards. You didn't kill them even.
No.
They just got distracted, and you ran past them.
Yeah.
What the hell? You basically just threw a rock. Is what you did.
Hey,
This
it
isn't
worked.
Far Cry 3. That's not meant to be a mechanic.
That's what was that? Attempt 8 or 9? I can't remember.
Attempt 11.
Oh, good. I was only
Counted.
Yes, I did. I did put a counter there,
You put a counter on it. It's funny. Oh, bloody hell.
just to add to the, I guess, humor in a sense, or just to show how really bad I am.
It's
Probably the
okay.
latter.
The latter.
Probably the latter. I mean, it is funny, but it's funny because you're so bad.
That's the point. That's the point.
Love you, Stephen.
Yes, I love you too. All right. So yeah, I'm doing it on perfectionist difficulty, and the difference with that is that there is no lethal option. So
The other difference is I'm not going to be saying anything funny. I'm just going to be crying the entire time.
and also with perfectionist, there is no mark and execute.
Oh,
Shit.
You
you're gonna-
realize that's
In the easier difficulties, there is.
you realize that's how you got through like
everything.
the game.
Yeah, but perfectionist difficulty is actually bringing Splinter Cell back to Chaos Theory and Double Agent sort of gameplay. Back then, you didn't have this thing called mark and execute. It was basically you sneak in the darkness and you sneak up to guards and you can grab them and pull them into the shadows and then knock them out.
Question, can you pull them into the shadows in this one? Can you move the bodies?
I don't remember. I haven't actually looked into that, but I do know you can grab them and you can drag them around, like while they're still alive. You could do
Oh,
that
Can
in
you kill
Conviction.
civilians?
No.
What?
Well, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't. Oh, good keyword.
I think you can.
Why that question though?
Do you not remember the carnival? I wanted him to kill everybody, because
Oh,
if you
right.
kill everybody, then by definition there are no witnesses.
Yes.
But there
I
is
guess
a
so.
lot of people at that carnival.
Oh well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you have a lot of fists, or at least a lot of energy to kill people with your fists.
Oh,
Eh.
you need badass mode from Sam.
Man mode, balls deep.
Okay.
And not in that way. We're not raping the people. We're just killing them.
Okay, so let's move on to another topic. Aaron, didn't you have a topic you wanted to share?
Wait,
No, I
before
just
that,
said-
before that, I just realized I just said, no, we're not raping them, we're killing them, and my parents are still awake. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Anyway, continue.
Okay.
Yeah, Aaron.
I just had the super generic sort of topic of AI in games.
Oh, good. It's like one of my questions.
Yeah.
Like, what
well,
about them?
I can only I'm only going to talk about what's been recent in Guild Wars, which is some classes have AI controlled minions or whatever that they can bring in.
Right.
And it becomes a problem because one person starts to look like an entire army.
Okay.
And you just can't find them in amongst all the fucking nameplates and all the skills going off, and it's near impossible to go, that's the commander guy, I'm going to select him, I'm going to kill him. You end up just having to spam AoE everywhere and hope to God you get him enough.
So what does this have to do with AI?
Oh, just AI. How many? Is it a good thing in most
you play
games?
a fucking elementalist in that game. All of your attacks are
It's
AoE.
AoE. Yeah, but it still doesn't
Everything's
matter.
AoE.
I know, but it still doesn't matter.
I can play my Necro and it would just be like, okay, so you have an army? Well, so do I, motherfucker. See which one's better.
That's the problem. Yeah, I'm mainly looking at the Necro and the Mesmer on that game. Just ridiculous amount of, I don't know, just nameplate clogging up everything. I just got no idea.
I like my nameplate like clogging up everything.
Oh, of course you do, because it works in your advantage.
Well, the thing is I also like my name appearing everywhere. Gotta keep my ego up somehow.
But I mean, just in other games as well. Like sometimes, like in Halo, the AI there when it comes to controlling vehicles,
Don't even get me started on the fucking Marines, man. Get me started.
Just.
So are you talking about the AI in terms, just in general?
Just AI.
Yeah, like, is it good to have it in games sometimes?
No.
Can we just...
There are good
There are good
AI.
ones.
There
There
are
are
good
good ones.
AI like Left 4 Dead.
Mhm.
Like, Valve know what they're doing there, but the fucking Marines, man. I'm not even joking. I was fucking like, all right, I'm gonna get in the gunner seat, and I'm gonna shoot the things because I'm not trusting the Marines with that one, and I'm not joking. The Marine then suddenly decided that he didn't want to live anymore and drove us off a cliff.
Oh fuck! You never get in the gunner seat. You drive the
And
vehicle.
we then respawn,
Yeah.
and I'm like, all right, get the fuck out. I'm driving. So I start driving, and there was a fucking like Wraith, which is the alien tank.
Yeah.
And it's just like, all right, shoot. And he decided that there was a butterfly he was really, really like, really infatuated with. So he was just shooting at that. And so he died again. And then I decided, you know what? Fuck the vehicle. I left it behind, took a rocket launcher, and finished off the level.
Yeah, my point pretty much. Just, I don't know, some of them, they just need reworking. If you're going to make a game, you're going to put AI in it. Make sure
A and I. You're going to put the A with the I. You're going to put the I.
Yeah, but if you're going to implement that sort of system into your game, make sure it works properly. I mean, the amount of times NPCs are bugged in dungeons and stuff, just so fucking annoying.
There is only one Marine that I like in Halo.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in Halo 3. And it's towards the end of Tsavo Highway, and like one of the warthogs just like launches over, and it's like in the very last like kind of largish area. And I'm not joking, if you talk to the driver, it's Jonathan Ross. He actually did a voice in the game of that NPC.
Wow.
And I'm like, I instantly love you, but get the fuck out because I am driving.
Okay.
Oh god. Okay. I don't know. That was pretty much it with AI.
Okay.
In my experiences, anyway.
All right. How about let's go and talk about. I like how certain game devs, usually it's the indie developers anyway, like you can actively see them continuously working and supporting their game. Like you see them constantly releasing patches and updates for the game even after it's been released. It's not like kind of like a one release thing, and then if there's any bugs and whatnot there, you know, screw you got to deal with it.
Gabe Newell.
Gabe Newell?
Gabe Newell. He's a nice guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about that? It's good? It's good, yeah?
What, to have
It's
them
good.
continue to work on their game?
Continual support for their game, like they continuously
Well,
working for it.
only sometimes, because I being me, tend to like to try and find the glitches.
Trying to
Yeah.
exploit.
And there was a glitch in I think it was Borderlands 2, and unfortunately they patched that fucking gearbox. But basically, using a Vladof rocket launcher, because like they used a like basically you have a chance of not using a rocket.
Right.
Chance
Like,
oh,
a
so you
chance
mean
of
not
not
actually
using
using
it.
an ammo.
It's like reduced. Like it just doesn't use ammo.
Okay.
And basically, by using that and then swapping between a couple of weapons, it actually starts like adding ammo.
What?
Like the idea is that the way the ammo is calculated is that it's like -1 or -2 if it's using 2 shots.
Yeah.
But like by like swapping between weapons, it starts like +1. So if you're using so you use on most guns effectively 0 ammo is used, and on guns that use 2 bullets only 1 is used because you're adding.
Well,
And-
was the Vladof like a multi-shot rocket launcher?
No, it was just a single shot, but it only
Oh.
used it sometimes just didn't use a rocket.
Oh, okay.
And if you swap the rocket between just regular guns, it just wouldn't use ammo. So you just run around with a shotgun that just scatter fire, and you just spam it really quickly. You just win game.
How?
Unfortunately, they patched that. I'm really mad about that one.
Well, I don't think that was meant to happen, you know?
Yeah, but
Because-
I wanted my infinite ammo.
Yeah,
Dude.
no, it's true. That game, whenever you ran out of ammo, it really put you in a bad spot.
Well,
There,
you always had the melee option, right?
however, there is.
No.
Yes. Well, I use a sword. I'm like the assassin class.
Oh, okay.
So I can use
Chop,
melee
chop,
weapons. But the thing is, there is a glitch that they did find out about, but didn't do anything about because it didn't harm the game in any way.
Yep.
Basically, by utilizing the terrain in the main city, you can go underneath and look up the skirt of one of the women, one of the
All right.
women
Okay.
NPCs, and they found that out. I'm like, all right,
Cool.
no, we'll let you have this one. We're not going to change it.
It's not a game-breaking sort of thing, anyway.
No, it's just funny. So they left it.
They kind of just turned into more of a Easter egg or something.
Yeah, I guess so.
Speaking of which, there was this kind of glitch or something. Like I was talking to a online buddy about Payday 2, which I'm actually thinking of getting at some point. I don't know when, but it's a fun looking co-op game. There's apparently this to me it's like a bug or glitch, but my friend said that even in Payday 1 it's been there since release and they haven't actually ever bothered patching it up. So what you could do, this bug was you have this, say, a bag of cash and it's behind a wall or a table.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
could just grab it just from the other side of the wall.
You can
or
just grab
table.
it through the wall.
Same thing with reviving teammates. You can revive them through the wall and or the table.
Well, it's just safer that way, isn't it?
It's safer, but he also says that it just basically is pointless removing that sort of bug because what's the point of walking around the wall to get that bag or something if it's only just adding extra time, just wasting your time getting there.
Actually, one of my favorite things about the Elementalist is that it ignores walls. There's no such thing as walls. with
Yeah.
Elementalist.
So what, you can walk through mountains as well?
Oh no, not your actual movement, but your attacks. They just
You just
completely-
rain fire from the sky. It's brilliant.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, not even that. Like if you're using dagger, you've got this fire
Alright.
breath thing.
Yeah, and then that just ignores any sort of terrain and just goes straight through trees. Which,
Yeah.
being fire, you can kind of expect it to do that.
But
Yeah.
to go straight through a wall, it's like
It's fire. It's incorporeal. It can do whatever the fuck it wants.
I don't think so. Oh well. I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, it's great. You just what's the name? Cut your
Considering it's
enemies.
considering my elementalist is my main, I do not want that to get patched.
No, not
Yeah.
at all. Fuck that. I mean, it's being nerfed enough as it is. But anyway.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I think about it, if it ever goes on sale, do you guys want to play it with me?
Well,
Right.
Payday.
Yeah, 2.
Never played one, so
You don't-
sure, why
don't
not?
really need to.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
yeah, there's it's a story about you and your mates going to steal shit. There's no story.
Yeah, there's no
Okay.
story. It's basically you just doing heists.
Hence Payday 2. Hence Payday. Makes sense.
I don't know about your computer though, Aaron.
Oh, I never know about my computer.
You
Just
might need to just check to see if it actually meets the minimum requirements at the very least.
yeah, yep.
Because I know Matt's fine. He's got his new computer and all that.
No,
so-
once I get a power supply in it, it's fine. But
Yeah, exactly. You're fine. I'm pretty sure you'll have it before Christmas, right?
probably.
Yeah, see? There you go. Anyways, moving on to a different topic. What do you guys think about... I don't know what about you guys think about yourselves. Like, I think I consider myself an introvert. I'm pretty sure, Aaron, you consider yourself an introvert as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about
pretty
you,
much.
Matt? You seem to be kind of in between.
I hate people.
He's an introvert. Okay.
I really honestly do.
Okay.
No, it's just socializing. Blah.
I
Okay.
see. Okay. That was unexpected.
A very
No,
big
I do it.
misconception.
I do it because I have an acting face. Because I did drama for like 3 years, and I averaged 95%. And so I'm just very, very good at bullshitting and just doing shit.
Like right
But
now.
like on the inside, I'm kind of dying.
Okay.
Do tell me a bit about drama. Never been in it.
Well, I wouldn't know because I didn't write anything down. I just improvised. There's like people who wrote entire scripts. I'm like, yeah, fuck that. I just kind of did things because like people who wrote script, they acted really unnaturally.
Yeah.
And so like my friends would write scripts for like our scene, and like they would sound a little bit unnatural, but all of what I said was very, very, very natural.
Hmm.
And I wasn't integral to the storyline, so they can converse with themselves. And I was like a guy on the outside going, "What the fuck is going on here? Why are you doing what? What are you doing? Why would you give him the money? Oh my god!" That's basically it. So
Yeah.
95%. Awesome.
Yep. A
No.
common misconception about introverts is that they are shy people. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the truth.
Um,
They're not.
Is it not?
No, it's just that they prefer to be alone or by themselves rather than actually out and socialize, because to them, socializing and interacting with others is actually more draining than being by themselves, while as extroverts is the other way around. Being alone to them is actually more draining than being with others.
Right, I
Yeah.
get that, but shyness comes in when it sort of restricts how you normally act when you're with yourself or when you're with people that you
No,
have.
it's more like just when you're around others.
it's when you're around others, and it's just a meekness where you just don't want to, like, you feel uncomfortable to talk to others.
Mm.
Yeah.
But with introverts, it's more like you don't really want to. It kind of sounds very antisocial, but that's how it's different from just being shy.
I think, okay, well, I'm going to say my problem might be shy then.
Yeah,
I don't mind talking to
They're-
people.
they're very similar. I mean, you can kind of understand
maybe it's
how they
both.
get
Maybe it's a bit-
confused.
Maybe it's a bit of both. I'm going to go with a bit of both.
Yeah, a bit of both.
Bit of both.
Bit of both. But the main point that I'm getting at here, or trying to anyway, is that you know how most jobs and all that these days, organizations, businesses encourage group work.
Yeah, yeah.
Encourage group work, and group
Yeah,
work
I hate
involves,
that.
you know, being an extrovert, so working with others.
Well,
Uh-huh.
not really. I mean, I do engineering, so it's more of a group of introverts trying to talk to each other. But all we can manage is hey. That's all we can manage.
Like, hey,
Except for like when we get the one faggot, like, oh, I don't know, me, who can
Right,
talk to the entire group.
right.
Feel a bit weird, but oh well.
I've
Yep.
not encountered that at all. Everyone in engineering I've ever talked to seems to be capable of talking, except
It's because we do it on Twitter.
one scenario I will put out is when there's the female engineer, the one female engineer in the group.
The
Then you
one?
get the
Yeah.
one, yeah,
One.
and you
Yeah.
get a lot of silence. I don't know why that is. It's just engineering is not a female profession.
No, the interesting thing is my current engineering group, I'm not
Yeah.
joking, the ratio is 1 to 2, in
Really?
the woman's favor.
Your group? What about the
My group is 6 people, 2 guys.
Okay, but what about the year as a whole?
The year as a whole, oh yeah, guys everywhere.
Yeah.
Like we literally got, I think it's like there's our group, and then one other group has 1 female, and that's it. Like we got all the women, and me and the other guy was sitting there. How did we get this group? Like I'm not mad. This is great, but
Yeah.
Oh, that
How?
reminds me. That reminds me. I have this unit this semester. Originally, I was in this group, right, and it was basically, I think it was a group of 5.
Mm.
It was just me, 4 girls. I was just like,
and you couldn't talk to any of them, could you?
Sorry, Steven.
I tried.
He tried.
I hate myself for saying that, but it was too funny.
No, but then like over the next 2 weeks, the whole group basically just disbanded because 2 of them dropped out of the unit, and then so we had to the rest of the team had to be split up with the other groups.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Well, that happens.
that's a shame.
it was short-lived.
It was short-lived.
It was
My
short-lived.
harem was short-lived.
That's actually funny because like back in high school,
Mm.
there was this random one period like in my high school time where all of a sudden like all the girls just in the society and environment classes, like for some reason were like cheering me on. Like what just happened? I had no idea what just happened. Like
What do you mean? What just happened? What?
like
You entered into the classroom and then all of a sudden, all the women in there just started cheering.
not that specifically, but like just I don't know, doing well in the test. They're like all of them just like cheered and stuff.
You-
Out of the blue, I had no idea.
Why
what
am I
happened.
getting like this image of like all the guys just sitting down, and then you have like this personal cheer squad just standing behind you? I think that
Give
would
me
be
an
counted
S.
as cheating.
Give me a T. Give me.
And then like just
Give
I'd
me the
say
D.
there was just one time where we went outside to do some sort of activity,
Yeah.
and I sat at a bench to kind of just finish doing some work, and then all of a sudden just all these girls just sat at the same bench, and like, what the fuck?
that's just how they get their kicks to make other people feel awkward. That's what it was in high school.
I don't know. They seemed like, I guess maybe, but at the same time, I kind of felt like they actually wanted to kind of get to know me, but I was too shy at that.
Maybe.
know.
Sometimes they do that. They go through like a whole. I don't know. We should talk. I don't know what it is. Like big groups. People in big groups. Someone comes up with the idea. We should get some more people in the group, and we should talk to other people in the school that seem lonely. That sort of thing. Like they go with the Good Samaritan idea.
Oh, okay.
They adopt that
Yeah,
and they try that out for a
maybe.
couple of seconds, and then abandon
think-
it.
I think it's kind of maybe it could just be hormones. I don't know. Maybe it could just be them like mucking about, or I do remember like reading somewhere like it's not true.
And in today's episode, the men of GamerPod try to figure out how women work.
That could probably be the title, like "How Do Women Work" or something.
Is it root
How
X?
women work.
Y equals root X. Anyway,
No.
It's
I've worked this out, guys. Basically, women is equal to time and
Oh
money.
god, this
Women
thing.
is equal to time and money. Now, a famous man once said that time is money. So
It's
we
gonna be
changed
close.
that equation to girls equals money squared. Now, money is the root of all evil, so it's girls equals root money squared. Alright? So that equals girls equals evil. And
Yeah, I
logic.
remember that equation.
right. Okay.
Pretty ingenious, but
Logic.
logic.
This is gonna turn into one of those
Sure as
sexist.
shit. Sure as shit didn't get me a girlfriend.
We
but
we
thanks.
don't. We're not trying to be sexist to any female listeners.
No, about that. See, it's just. I think that's high school teenagers in general. I mean, don't you remember like when you're in year 9 and shit, the year 12s would come up to you and
I
Do
don't
the
think I
rap.
ever recalled that ever happening to me.
I was
No.
at an all guys school, so that would just be weird.
yeah.
It would be. I don't know. Do you guys reckon there is a period for like guys just suddenly becoming like just randomly a person of interest to like all the females or something?
No.
No,
No.
no.
I didn't know a female until like year 10.
No. I don't think so.
Okay.
Unless
like the teachers were attracted to me, and that would just be odd.
What's
like
that
illegal?
would be.
Mm.
That would be.
What shitted me about high school and female interaction was the first time you attempt it, immediately the assumption is that you're trying to get that person as a girlfriend or something.
Oh yeah, you're trying to hit on them or something.
Yeah, that's the immediate assumption amongst them and their group of friends.
I mean, it could not necessarily just them. It could be just anyone, really.
I don't know.
An
Well, anyway,
outsider just looking, just maybe just happen to catch you doing it.
purely my observation could be very subjective.
Of course.
Anyway, of course.
Of course.
It is subjective.
So, moving on. Matt, you had a story about building a bridge?
Building a bridge. All right, this is going back to high school.
Yeah.
This isn't an emotional bridge or something, but okay. So the thing is in like towards the end of the year, we had to build a bridge out of spaghetti, and and then we got graded on how much it held, and it being a bridge and all. But the thing is, we kind of left it until like the last day to like make it. So like the day before it was going to get tested, we're like, all right, me and my mate, we like, cause it's groups, well, of like 2. So we got together, we started making it, and he just goes, "You want to start drinking?" Cause he's just got a massive liquor cabinet, and his parents don't give a shit. So he just went, "Yeah, all right." So we start drinking, we start making this thing, and then very quickly I kind of forgot the rest of the story. Okay, and like the one thing I remember from that was like starting to make the bridge, and then for some reason there was Mario Party involved, like Mario Party 2 specifically, and we eventually got back to the bridge, and well, like the thing is like I came back into reality, walked through into the dining room where we were building the bridge, and the bridge was done, like it was a fully constructed bridge, and I sat there going, Alex, get in here! What? Whoa! did we make that? Yeah, I think. And he just like kind of grabs it and flexes it slightly, and just goes, "All right, we have a bridge." And out of 31 groups, we came 3rd. And the top 3 groups were asked by the teachers, like, "So what did you do to make your bridge?" And so the first group went and like, "Oh, we made ours on like some sort of truss system, blah 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 blah." Same with the group 2. Got to us, we don't know. Just kind of fucking made it.
We woke up, it was there. We went with it.
And they just went, "Did you even make your bridge?" "Oh yeah, we did. We just don't know how." So the teachers were a little bit suspicious, but because like for any sort of plagiarism case, they need to follow it up, and they had no evidence because we still made it. So basically, what happened is that they just kind of let that go, and we came 3rd. So it's like, yay. Then about a year later, I had an engineering project, and it was building a bridge. So I thought, now, I don't actually know how to build this properly, so I'm going to go off to the Tav. I'm going to get drinks, get drunk, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to build this bridge. So I do that. I do that, and my other group members are like, "Matt, why the fuck did you come in here after you've had like 2 jugs at the Tav?" And I remember this distinctly. I said something about potatoes in that answer. And we ended up making the bridge, and we came 1st. Like, we beat everybody else in the class, and I was the lead designer.
Yeah.
And so the teacher asked, "So, like, what did you do to make your bridge?" "Well, I drank to start off with."
So, in your resume, when you go to apply for, I don't know, BHP Billiton or whatever, or
give me beers and I will give you bridges.
Yeah, exactly. That's part of your CV.
I don't give a shit about civil engineering anyway. So So like, why bother? Better just drink.
Drink, become master civil engineer.
Well, yeah. Like, what else would it do? I'm actually just experimenting because I want to be a chemical and process engineer, and you need
Ooh.
those to make beer. So
Ooh, that shit's tricky, is it not?
it is very, very tricky. So that's why I'm doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, me and Aaron also had our own bridges. Mine didn't really look like much of a bridge. It was basically just
A
a
plank?
bunch of green plastic, sort of like string of sorts.
I mean, what was that even? It looked like it came from the Coles shopping bags, just sort of cut into strips and then tied into.
No, it was actually just like plastic string.
Oh, of course.
And it was just a whole bunch of this green plastic string all over my entire bridge. And the thing is, there wasn't actually a straight part to it. Mine was like curved at the top and curved at the bottom.
Yeah, I don't think you would have found a parallel skewer on that entire bridge anyway.
No, there was no parallel anything.
It was just, even if it had to go and, I don't know, warp out into the fourth dimension, it would do it just to make sure that nothing sort of
Yeah, pretty much.
fitted together. How did it do okay? I can't remember.
The objective for that project was to basically have a bridge that spanned about like, I think it was like 1.2 meters or something.
Yeah, about that.
And then had to hold a brick.
Yeah.
That weighed about like what,
2
kilo?
Yeah.
2 kilos, I
Mm.
remember. And they assessed you on how well it did,
Mm-hmm.
whether it actually, held it, and also they assessed it on aesthetics, which mine's clearly did not do so well in that area. I mean, it had green. Everyone else's was friggin', wooden toothpick things.
Yeah.
And so, but mine's failed. I kind of.
So are you saying yours should have been the best because it like had decals on it?
It had colors.
Look,
was
I
it.
drew flames on mine. Mine's the best. It's the fastest. It's a bridge.
Racing stripes on the bridge. Can go faster.
I will say one of my mates' bridges that was built for that same spaghetti bridge thing.
Yeah.
They did make a proper bridge, but it broke before they brought it in,
Oh, yeah.
and that's sad. But they did have a joke bridge that was ready for testing, and it was like basically like the guidelines for the spaghetti bridge was 1 packet of spaghetti,
Mm.
and like you could only glue the ends, and they just went, what happens if we just glue the entire thing? So they basically just had like this 30-centimeter long giant rod of spaghetti all tied together with araldite, and they put that there and see if it worked, and it like the load to weight ratio was like 9, so it held, I think it was like 3 kilos,
Wow.
which isn't bad, but like for reference's sake, I got like our bridge weighed 96 grams and it held 9 kilos.
Whoa.
What?
Because yeah, my bridge was boss. Still don't know how he made it, but
You were drunk to remember.
Yeah, exactly.
Too drunk to remember.
apparently I thought curves were cool and it worked.
Wait,
Mine's had a lot of curves. But I dropped mine before it was, like on the day it was getting assessed. I dropped mine and pieces came out. I was like, fuck.
Balls.
And I
okay.
blame that for why I failed. My bridge failed.
I remember
So-
my bridge. It was just a whole lot of pain
Hmm.
because I went with the whole actually molding things into shape. The skewers, the kebab skewers. I put them over boiling water to steam them so I could bend it and it would stay in that position.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The amount of times I burnt myself building that bridge.
You went into a lot of effort for that bridge.
I did. I overdid it.
And then they had that stupid friggin' vote for whose bridge you think was best, and then that was somehow giving you extra marks for that.
Yeah, that was
And
annoying.
And then it's like all the popular people got the top marks for that.
Mm.
And then everyone else who didn't really have much of a social standing were just kind of, like, yeah, didn't get much of a
Yeah,
Faggots.
at all.
rank 1 to 25. Who's got the best looking bridge? It was an aesthetic thing. I think it was if you didn't actually pass the main requirements, you
Yeah.
got marked on the aesthetics of your bridge.
Yeah.
Good way to pass physics.
What?
Anyway, yeah, that was basically how it worked. And so all the people that had social standing, just their friends voted for them, even though their bridge was maybe, I don't know, stuff stuck together in just the most nonchalant way or under-designed.
Yeah.
But
Like no logic behind it, or just like looked up like absolute crap.
Thing is, bridge worked. That didn't come into account, so woo. Doesn't bother me.
Yep.
Although it might. Did your like I said? Did your one work? Did your one hold the brick? Oh, so
Like,
it probably did affect you then.
It held for a while, but
Yeah.
then you could just slowly hear this like the string like stretching, like trying to hold it up. And maybe you might even have heard a few little snap here and there.
So your bridge basically drooped into non-existence and unraveled
not
itself.
really. It just slowly started breaking,
Okay.
and then it broke after a while.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
shame.
Yeah.
I think
It
if
was
mine had tried.
disappointing.
I think if mine had tried to support the brick any more than like 30 seconds longer than what it did, it probably would have snapped. But luckily they gave pass marks, so yay.
Yeah, I should have probably just like wrapped my entire bridge around that string.
Yeah.
I pulled it really tight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whew.
Alright, so I think we're gonna end it here. Hope
Okay.
you guys enjoyed listening to today's podcast.
Like, favorite, and subscribe.
Very nice.
And subscribe.
Very
share
nice
this with your
cream.
friends. If you guys have anything you want to, if you have your own opinions of what we've discussed today, feel free to leave them in the comments.
What do you think of all the bridges you've built so far?
Yeah? What
To
do you think?
This week's question.
This week's question.
If you have, of course. Of course, we should put that in.
Otherwise, you can always contribute and give us your own opinion of whatever
Or-
topics we've discussed.
Or if you haven't built a bridge, what you do is you get two desks together and you put a ruler on top. You be, yay! I built a bridge between my desks with a ruler.
And then you can traffic your rubber across.
Pretty much.
Done. Okay.
Alright, so yeah, please like, favorite, subscribe, as I said before, share this with your friends, and we will see you again next time.
So yeah. I remember Assassin's Creed 1, if you wanted to try and 100% complete it, you would need guides and stuff, because I mean, finding all those flags, I think they were.
Excuse me, I did that. I did that legit. Alright.
You did that legit. How many packets of cups did I end up buying? Like,
We bought like one or two.
this is why a 14-year-old shouldn't have a job. They just spend money and shit.